So today we are going to make it so you can actually stack the items and stuff, and fix some little bugs and stuff. So first things first, when you actually play the game, when we pick up the items, you can see we cannot really hover them really well. You have to kind of aim to hover. So we're gonna fix that first. So to fix it, you have to go to widget and slots. When the slots are opened, we're gonna go to the graph. We're gonna override some stuff again, as mouse button enter and mouse button flip. So we're gonna get the button, set style. Now I have to target the style. This will be, you can just promote it as a variable, called it hover style. And just copy paste these two, paste them here, and this will be normal. I mean, you have to promote it and call it normal. So the hover style is, let's compile. So for the hover style, it should be gray. So when we hover it, for example, if we play right now, right? Pick up something. Well, and we hover it, right? You can see it turns gray, but when we unhover it, it turns super bright. Bright. It turns super white, and it goes to default, so it goes to normal basically. So you have to make the normal the same as basically this. So to make it, we have to go to style and make it normal. For example, let's make it super dark, for example, and compile it. Now if we go to normal and make everything black, and now if we actually play it, pick up something, you can see now it works like this. We still have a little problem because if you can see, there's like a gray spot thingy, so you have to actually disable the foreground. So you have to go to style, normal, and outline, and just make it black. So the outline is black as well. So now if you actually play, pick up some items, you can see a little dark and stuff, and when we hover it, it looks fancy. You can drop it, pick it up again. Now it looks like you actually can like interact with them, you know. Except when you click, nothing happens, of course. So we're gonna drag some actual images into the game. So let's create a new folder called image. We have a medkit, rock, and wood. So we can go to our stone, for example, and find stone or rock, technically. Hopefully the image, and you can see. So now it doesn't even look like a rock. And now let's create a child. Let's call it wood. So now we can actually delete these ones. Can pick up wood, you can see, and of course stone. What doesn't look like stone? So that's that. You have some icons for closing and an action bar. So for example, an action bar, you can download it in description below. Hopefully I will link it there. So if you actually play right now, you can pick it up, and you can see we have like a little action bar right here. thing looks so shabby, but when you hover it, that happens. So we can actually fix it real quick. So you have to put the image basically everywhere now. So the action bar, you press it, it's an action bar as well. So if we play right now, everything should be working. Yep, looks 20% neater than it looked before. So now we can actually start stacking these items. So the wood goes into, wood 2, So to do it, we have to go into our slot and we are going to add a number. What it is basically text. Just put it on an image. Let's just put it on there. Now let's have it as, for example, 1. Cannot really see it, so I'm gonna make it like that for now. Like that. If we play it, you'll see it, but we are going to put it so it's like white. And if we play right now, we will see a number. It looks actually pretty good. So first things first, we're gonna go into our BP item master. I'm gonna add a new variable called max stack. So we actually know how much what's the max stack of the item. For example, for wood it's gonna be like 5 or 6 or something. So now we have to open the widget blueprint inventory, and here we created, so right here we actually created this reference one. So we have to put it as an array, and now we actually just connect all the fucked up pins. So let's connect that. Now we need to drag it out. We're gonna add and connect all the pins. So it looks kinda sketchy, I know. So we're gonna make a new function, call it check stack, I guess. So we're gonna get the array for each loop, and we will have an input as item, I guess, or like I don't know how you call it. We're gonna BP item master is gonna be the purple one, and now let's just connect all the pins, and from here we'll get class and get class default, so we can get, wait, don't we have it? Or we don't have it? Well, let's just, yeah, because it thinks. So in the slots, we're gonna create a current slot, or current stack, sorry. And of course it's gonna be an integer. Duh. So from the array element, we're gonna get held, I guess. Gonna do equal, just equal, and it should be the B1 to this one, and you can just put that there. Now if it's less than, I'm gonna get current stack, gonna get current stack. If it's less than the max, no, oh, we have to get defaults, sorry. We have to get class defaults and then put it like that. So if the current stack is less than the max stack, so if it's less, then we're gonna guess increment it, question mark, like that. I don't know if it's gonna. So if that equals true, we're gonna do a branch. Connect that. Okay, so yeah, and then we're gonna have a return value of course. Fuck. Return node. It will have an output of is in inventory, and it's a boolean. So basically, it's gonna go into every false. So I can just compile and save it now, and go back to update inventory. And by the way, we have to make the check stack as a pure one. So we're gonna get it because we need the boolean. We have to check because it's literally in the name. So we're gonna check if the current stack. Oh gosh, actually, let's have it right here. So if it's false, it's going to add a slot basically. So for example, if you call, we have compile. Max stack is for example like 5. Can make it. So we have everything 5. If we actually play it. Okay, it doesn't work. Nice. That doesn't work. Whoa.
Many hours later.
So if we actually play that now, so basically I found a problem why it's not working. Problem is this had to be checked because it's still kind of stupid for me. So basically what are we doing? Getting source for each loop. We are getting, so we're checking if the held item or whatever the item does equals itself. If it does, if it's true, then we are checking if it's less than, if the max stack is less than the current stack, what it is, then it's gonna add 1. So it's gonna add 1. So basically, I think it's really simple to this, hopefully. I mean, yeah. So if we pick up 2 of them, you can see they are like together basically, you know. So yeah, 1, pick up another one, it's gonna be there. Now we have to actually make it so when we drop it, there should be another one, right? So let's go to slot. There should be the number, right? So let's name it stack, and we can just go back to update slot and just connect. Oh, by the way, the stack should be a variable, so make it as a variable. Take out the stack. Set text. Set text. So we are setting the text, and the text is the max. No, that's not. It's the current stack. So it's the current stack. So back into the VB inventory, you have to actually fix one thing. Right after we actually add from the array element, we are, oh my god. Okay. From the array element, we're gonna have update slot. So we're gonna update the slot. So everything works, everything should work technically. And of course the held item is this one. If we take one, if we take another one, you can see it's 1 because if we can say it's 0. So if we pick 1, it's basically the 0 because it's an integer. To fix it, we can just find VB slots and make the current stack as 1. And now we can play and see that it works. You can see now we have 2. Of course, when you drop it, it's gonna actually drop 2. If that makes sense. It's just basically dropping all. Of course, we can fix it, and you can. Oh, oh shit! And of course, if we have more than 5, for example, if we pick up more, we have 5 now. Pick up another one. You can see it goes into a different column. Now we have this kind of bug. We have a lot of bugs. We have a problem. Yep. So we have a problem. We have to make. So let's go to AC inventory. We have to do F refresh inventory, if that makes sense. So basically, we are going to open and close the inventory because we have a slight problem with the inventory system. So basically, is valid. So we're gonna get is valid. Is the inventory system valid? If it is, actually, so when it's closed, we're gonna create a variable is so basically when the inventory is closed, it's gonna be false. But when the inventory is opened, it's going to be opened. So we're gonna do a branch. So we only going to open the inventory. No, I need not boolean if the inventory is not opened. So basically we're gonna check that, and we are going to check. Well, we don't really have to check now. Gonna check if the inventory is opened. We're gonna do this function. If it's closed, we're just gonna switch them, and that's basically yeah. We're gonna do this kind of weird ass function because there's a bug when we actually add it to our inventory. And we actually don't need to update the inventory, so we can just close that up and get the refresh. So that's basically it. So now if we actually play it, pick up right, and while our inventory is open, you can actually see how it goes up and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And of course the drop mechanic isn't the best right now. It's still fixable. It's still fixable. We can fix it. We can fix it. So actually gonna do a return node in the check one. And when you drop it, there's some bugs as well. But that's oh wait. I know how to fix it. Wait. So when we drop it, we should do the refresh node as well. So we are going to refresh it. So if we pick up multiple ones, I know. And we drop it, everything should be fine now. Next up, we are going to fix the bugs that we saw today, because I still have to figure out how to do it. And of course, if you want, we can have multiple items now in our inventory, and the inventory looks wonderful.